How do you think the global economy will change in the coming century, and how do you think it will impact businesses?
Well, again, the last 50 years or so, we've been doing this globalization thing where it became one market. So your products had the opportunity to go into all markets and your supply could come from all areas.
I think the fact that we are able to connect so easily these days, that, with hybrid, with social, with online connectivity, it's just going to make doing business easier in a global economy. And I think as well, it could really provide an opportunity for developing countries to just be able to accelerate development and further prosper and grow.
Technology has made the world a much smaller place and allowed many things to be done from a distance that were never possible before. This impact will continue in the future, and businesses need to ensure they're staying current with the changing landscape without sacrificing the surface and personal touch which has made them successful.
Technology will enable businesses that may be at disadvantage these days, equipping them more advantages of like small and medium-sized businesses. I think with technology they will be able to acquire and possess ability to compete better with big companies and provide them with ability to serve people better.
We'll be faced with so many new things. For example, like what will artificial intelligence do to the world? It'll level the playing field. It'll allow leaders to have more information at their fingertips.
So I think there will be increased globalization in the next century. We see major population shifts. We see aging occurring in the US, in Europe, and in Japan. That's going to affect businesses in terms of what does that target population need from you as it relates to products and services.
One of my concerns about how the global economy might change has to do with governance and the rise of authoritarianism and the centralization, if you will, of control and of business.
When we talked about international, as a US person, it was mainly Europe. And then it went to North America of Mexico. And now you're looking at Asia, you're looking at the Middle East. And I think the key thing is you have to go where your customers are and where the markets are. And you need to make sure your supply chains are nimble enough so regardless of what's happening in the geopolitical pressures, you can still operate.
You think about the advances in the investment in science, in technology, in basically things that are all about the sort of, let's call it simply the greater good. I am a tremendously optimistic person, and I think that naturally we will continue to see that when you peel the data back and look at the advances that are made. And all of those have enormous implications on the economic livelihood, the economic construct that we'll look at when we move forward.